Good morning. I almost forgot to do this today. Today is Monday, the 11th, whatever day that is. Monday. And today we're doing Deuteronomy chapter 6. This, Moses is exhorting his people and his children to obey the statutes and commandments of the Lord. Do his will, teach it to your children, write it upon the fleshy tables of your heart, put it before your eyes, make it everything to you, is basically what I got from it. So, preview of principles for righteous living. With salvation at stake, let us make every needful preparation in order to create a spiritual environment, cultivate a righteous walk, and assure that our hearts and minds are set upon the Lord and his goodness, so that we keep his commandments. When we forget to recognize the hand of God in all things, and instead take credit for our own prosperity, then surely the days of our security are shortened, and destruction is at the door. With so much baseness rampant in the world, it is imperative that we beware of negative influences and misguided peer pressures. It is imperative that we elevate our minds to God through edifying expressions of praise and celebration. Songs of glory, language of praise, poetry of honor, sayings of truth, artwork of beauty and dignity, all these are reminders of our divine heritage and our noble birthright. Yeah, I have no thoughts on that, but it goes on for verses 5 through 7. Remember your covenants, fear God, and keep his commandments. Moses provided for Israel his final instructions, his last sermon. He memorialized the pattern of godly living that will edify and save Israel. Within Moses' address lies the counsel that each of us must take into our hearts. We must fear God in that we keep his commandments and honor the covenant promises. We must show our love for God through devotion and obedience. We must constantly remind ourselves to have an eye single to the glory of God. We must teach our children these things diligently. It is interesting that all the prophets teach the same doctrine. They all speak for the same God. They teach of the goodness of God, our Savior Jesus Christ, life-saving doctrine, principles, commandments, and covenants, and the importance of these truths being given to our families. With salvation at stake, every needful preparation must be made to create a spiritual environment, cultivate a righteous walk, and assure that our hearts and minds are set upon the Lord and his goodness in order that we keep his commandments. Yeah, that's basically what chapter 6 is about. It's easy to say those things. It's easy to say, I've got to do this and I've got to do that, but then you live in the real world, right? And you can't always do those things. You try, but you don't always. And yeah, you just got to remember your covenants and get back to it. There's a little bit more. Frontlets, instruments of remembrance. Parental instruction in gospel living is essential in the development and upbringing of children. Loving reminders and encouragement are indispensable. The frontlets used in earlier times were small strips of parchment upon which key scriptures were written. These memory strips were attached to small leather holders and worn around the arm or forehead as a demonstration of faithfulness. Somewhat in the same spirit, young people today wear their CTR rings to remind them to choose the right. The scriptures teach the principle of remembering again and again. The word remember, in its various forms, is used in more than 150 verses. Remembering is a dynamic spiritual process of bringing important spiritual truths to mind on a continual basis in order to cultivate a godly walk and conversation. To remember is to align oneself with the will of God in order to become, on a daily basis, more and more like Him. Thoughts lead to action, thus remembering in a faithful and obedient way leads to living in a faithful and obedient way. President Spencer W. Kimball stated, "When you look in the dictionary for the most important word, do you know what it is? Remember is the word." Okay, one quick second. This chair doesn't move quite so well. Hang on. Okay. It's on carpet, so it doesn't really roll. But like its arms are like way up. I don't know. I don't care. Okay. So, that was Deuteronomy chapter 6. Tomorrow we do 7. I don't think, my book didn't have anything for 7. And then Wednesday we do 8 and 15. And I only have a little bit for 8. So, we'll see how it goes from there. Let's see. Vacation recap. I'm in Virginia Beach now. Yesterday was Sunday. Got here Saturday. I left Williamsburg as early as I possibly could. I didn't sleep. I think I posted a video that morning after. And then I get to Virginia Beach and it was rainy and cloudy. And the kids wanted to go to the beach, but it was like pouring rain. We got soaking wet, and the kids loved every minute of it. My throat thing has not gone away. It was okay throughout the day yesterday, but then I get back to the hotel room, and I take a shower, and I get into bed, and within 2 minutes, it's burning, and like it feels like it's swollen, and swallowing hurts. I picked up some cough drops, but I think I need to go get some more. But it doesn't go beyond a sore throat. So I'm like, is the air super dry in the hotel? Am I allergic to something in the hotel? I don't know, but anyways, the family took off yesterday morning. They wanted to get on the road as soon as possible because it took them 7 days to get here, and then they have 5 to get back. They have to be back on Thursday. So they wanted to hit the road. So they left, and I'm alone again. And I'll be here till Wednesday. And then I leave Wednesday morning-ish, Wednesday afternoon. But anyways, I'm alone today, so I don't know really what to do. I've already had breakfast. I've already done my laundry. I'm sorting my luggage and clothes because I'm going to go to the UPS store today and ship some stuff home because I bought lots of stuff. So I'm going to do that and then maybe walk up and down the street and do some more shopping. Literally, I have a whole day to waste. Like, maybe I'll take a nap too. Who knows? Okay. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.